Hey, what's up dudes, Craze here, and we have some excellent news coming our way from BioWare. It looks like the past 12 hours have been quite wild, with some big announcements coming from them on Twitter. The first one, Anthem officially went gold, which means that the game is now pretty much complete, and all that is left is for the copies to be shipped and the game to be released, and I cannot wait for the full release. The game looks absolutely amazing. But the biggest piece of news is coming in the form of a new social hub feature that they ended up implementing in the game, and I'm super excited about this one. Apparently they really enjoyed the fan suggestion of a full community hub, so they actually took it upon themselves and implemented it into the final game. Honestly, mad respect for any developer who takes suggestion from the fan base and adds them to the game before it's even released. Now, as you may or may not know from yesterday's video I made about this, Fort Tarsis was originally intended as a full solo experience, and it still is for the most part. You're still going to have that solo experience, those RPG elements, but on top of that there's going to be a brand new zone that deals with community hubs, and that is of course called the Launch Bay. Mike Gamble, the lead producer over at BioWare, went a little bit in detail about this yesterday on Twitter, and it pretty much says the following. After a mission you can head back in Tarsis and catch up with some of the characters we've created for you, or head back to the brand new Launch Bay, hang out with your friends, use the forge, reload and grab a new contract. Yes, we listen to you. Details soon. So it all sounds amazing. This is exactly what the community wanted, and in that tweet we can also see a glimpse of how all of this is done, and it looks pretty sweet. There's a 5-second clip in the tweet showing 7 total javelins just hanging around in what appears to be a vast open area, all firing up their emotes, and it looks just perfect. There's also a javelin bay in the background, which makes me believe that that is the one that you use to launch the expeditions, most probably also the one you use the forge at. Then there's a bench across it, not really sure what that is, but it kinda resembles the vault a little bit, or at the very least there's going to be some missions you can grab from them. As it was said, you can also grab up the contracts from this. And finally there's also an area in the back that holds more stuff, though it is really hard to make up as the resolution is quite low, the distance is quite far, so we're going to have to wait a little bit to see exactly what it is, but we do know that those contracts are possible from the launch bay itself. Now, in the video posted we could see a total of 7 players, as I've said, including the one recording the footage, but later on it was clarified that the launch bay and this entire area will be able to hold up to 16 players in total. They also apparently made the expedition end screen to now have 2 buttons, and one of them will bring you to Fort Tarsis as it used to, while the other one will bring you directly to the launch bay if you want to like just hang out with people. Honestly, I think this is an amazing addition. I'm super glad BioWare listened to the fans on this one. It was definitely needed. It would have been such a missed opportunity to not let players display their javelins and just, you know, see random players playing together and just interacting in a social hub. I think this is part of the reason people end up even dedicating so much time to these types of online games. It's because they get to see what the end game looks like, they get to admire other people, see their cosmetics, see how they look, and this is just, you know, just that. This reminds me of why I even spent so much time playing MMOs, for example. One of the reasons was because I was able to go in major cities, take a look at some of the high-level players in there, and just admire their amazing high-end gear, and that gives you like an end goal you can strive for and work towards. Since Anthem has such a deep customization system, adding the launch bay was of course the logical step ahead, and I'm super excited to see this one in the full game, which is also the disclaimer for this, and that is the launch bay will be unavailable for the demo duration, but it will make an appearance in the full game on launch day, so don't worry about that. It's a shame we don't get to see it in the demo itself, but not really a big deal for me. The full game and the demos are of course completely different installations, so there's definitely going to be some differences, but still enough to give you a general impression about the game. Now, the question that remains about this area is, can javelins fly in it? From the info we know so far, I am made to believe that the answer to this question is no, and I'm going to explain why. Basically, it boils down to 2 reasons. All content, including the free roam in Anthem, is intended for a party of up to 4 players maximum. And there's also the Javelin Bay on the right side in the video at hand, and this one is used to launch the expeditions. So for all of these reasons, I think that we're pretty much going to be grounded while in this zone. But even if that is the case, that is not a problem. The intended use for this area is of course to hang out with other people, check their cosmetics and take more contracts, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, this is what I'm expecting for it. But if there's going to be flying in it, or at the very least, you know, just sprinting, I am good enough with that. We also finally get some confirmation to why the enemy AI was so poor and unresponsive in the alpha footage shown so far, as well as in the game changer videos. And according to a Reddit post from somebody over at BioWare, it had to do with several issues that in the end got fixed in the full game. So it was a bug, it was never intended for the creatures to not engage in combat with you, and should the same problems arise in the future, it's most probably going to be dealt with really quickly according to that post. So I am glad that this issue is getting addressed. I was really worried about the enemy AI being a little bit too dumb, but I am glad it was fixed since then. And with all of that, I think we've covered all of the important bits for today. Finally, regarding the giveaway from a few days back that I made, the 2 winners have been randomly picked, as you can see on the screen right here, from over 500 entries at the time of filming this video, and these are the users you can see right now on the screen. So congratulations to both of you. I will get in touch with you really soon via email and send you the codes unless they're already sent to you by the Gleam team, so make sure you keep an eye out for that. For everybody else, look forward for the full game giveaway I'll be starting this weekend, as well as some other awesome prizes. I'm going to start the next giveaway on Saturday, maybe even tomorrow, it depends. In the meantime, make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, also hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time, so peace.